Welcome to North Georgia News Now. I'm Nevaeh Jordan. Coming up today in local news, Hamilton Medical Center is set to deploy a new state-of-the-art germ-fighting robot known as the LightStrike Plus. The Dalton Whitfield NAACP is getting ready to host their annual Juneteenth celebrations. The Whitfield County Board of Education is excited to announce a ribbon-cutting ceremony for their newly renovated district offices, and a state grant has been awarded to Murray County for improvements to technical education programs. In state news, 4 men have been indicted in the tragic killing of an Athens toddler. And Boeing has launched NASA astronauts after years of delays. Later, Shane Franks will be here to present the WDNN calendar. But first, here is a look at your local weather.
Today's local weather is brought to you by Built Well Bank.
Hamilton Medical Center is set to include the world's first U.S. Food and Drug Administration authorized germ-zapping robots in their fight against germs and infections. The hospital has invested in 2 LightStrike Plus ultraviolet devices. The state-of-the-art robots are the only whole-room microbial reduction medical devices that have been approved by the FDA to be distributed in the United States. The LightStrike Plus robot uses ultraviolet light that protects against pathogens by destroying the germs that cause healthcare-acquired infections. Microorganisms that can cause infections, such as Clostridium difficile, C. diff, MRSA, norovirus, influenza, and other microorganisms often dwell on high-touch surfaces in healthcare facilities. According to the device manufacturer, Xenix Disinfection Services, the LightStrike Plus FDA authorization is supported by rigorous testing performed on more than 10,000 samples of vegetative bacteria and C. diff spores. Hamilton Medical Center will use the powerful robots throughout the facility to quickly destroy pathogens that may have been missed during manual cleaning processes. So how does it work? The LightStrike Plus is placed in a room after it has been cleaned, where it then emits a 5-minute cycle of pushed xenon ultraviolet lights. According to Xenix, the ultraviolet lights emitted from the robot are hundreds of times more intense than sunlight and differ from light created by toxic mercury bulbs. In just 2 to 3 cycles, the light destroys viruses, bacteria, mold, fungus, and bacteria spores on surfaces and in hard-to-reach places. Since the spread of COVID-19, Hamilton Medical Center has been an advocate for technology that enhances its cleaning protocols. Hamilton Medical Center is committed to evidence-based care, patient safety, and the best possible outcome for our patients, said Andrea Cromer, Infection Prevention Director. When it comes to infection prevention, we have a comprehensive program in place that includes antibiotic stewardship, hand hygiene, and education, to name just a few of our best practices. We added a LightStrike Plus UVC robot to our disinfection strategy because we want to ensure that we are doing everything we can to provide the cleanest possible environment for our patients and employees. The robot will be operated by facility cleaning staff and will be used in a wide variety of rooms at Hamilton Medical Center, including patient exam rooms, isolation rooms, restrooms, radiology, conference rooms, and more. The Dalton Whitfield NAACP is gearing up to celebrate Juneteenth with an array of community events. Juneteenth is the federal holiday commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. The Emancipation Proclamation was issued by President Abraham Lincoln in 1863, formally declaring the end of slavery. However, change was not instant. It took 2.5 years for the final enforcement of the proclamation to reach Galveston, Texas on June 19, 1865. The people of Galveston commemorated that day as Juneteenth, as a celebration of their freedom. Since then, it has been observed by many as a holiday, but it was not officially recognized until 2021. Juneteenth serves as a time for reflection, education, and community engagement, and can be observed and celebrated by all Americans. With the help of their sponsors, the Dalton Whitfield NAACP has made Juneteenth a highly anticipated annual event. the Dalton-Whitfield NAACP would like to recognize their premier sponsor, Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. TVFCU has sponsored the Juneteenth festivities for 2 years in a row. This year's event sponsor is Beautiful Smiles by Design. Other sponsors include Shaw Industries, Alliant Health Plans, Black, Building Leaders in Cultivating Knowledge, the Community Foundation of Northwest Georgia, Mohawk Industries, Dalton Utilities, Kensini Business Advisors, and Foundation Direct Family Care. The Juneteenth event will kick off on Friday, June 14th, with the Queens of Juneteenth at the Dalton High School Theater. A parade will take place on the morning of Saturday, June 15th, and the annual Juneteenth Gala is set to take place on Saturday evening. Other events include a summer celebration of culture and freedom at the Matt Gaston Community Center Pavilion. There will be a summer concert at Burr Performing Arts Park on Friday, June 21st, with AB and Groove Therapy, Monochrome, and Zoe Boyd performing. There will also be a spades tournament and fish fry on Saturday, June 22nd. And wrapping up the celebration will be a family fun day on Sunday, June 23rd. Most of the events are family-orientated and open to the public. However, some of the events do require tickets to attend. For additional information, contact President Marissa Kelly at 913-426-7870. On Wednesday, June 19th, Whitfield County Schools Superintendent Mike Uten and other various school system officials intend to host a ribbon-cutting and grand opening ceremony for the system's new district office located at 3264 Cleveland Highway. The event, which will begin at 3 p.m., is open to the general public and will give attendees the opportunity to learn in depth about the school system. During the renovation process to the Old North Whitfield, we've had a lot of public interest from people wanting to come in and see it, Uten said. We've had everyone ranging from former students to former teachers to just curious people in the community wanting to know what's going on and what it looks like inside. There will be office tours throughout the afternoon from 3:30 to 6 p.m. and will be conducted by staff members in each department. The tours will give individuals an opportunity to see the offices, ask questions, and be more informed. Some tours will be guided, while others will be self-guided. Uten stated, "The dual purpose is for people to learn more about the school system because there are a lot of different departments that are really kind of niche areas that the general public may not ever see, whether it's federal programs, ESOL, or whatever it may be." The state of Georgia is awarding more than $200,000 in grants to help 15 school districts, including Murray County Schools, to help improve the alignment of their technical education programs with local industry needs. The districts are using this one-time only grant to conduct thorough reviews of the workforce needs within their communities and work alongside the University of Georgia's Carl Vinson Institute of Government to address any gaps between those needs and their career, technical, and agricultural education programs. It's our goal that every student in Georgia will graduate ready for the next step after high school. State School Superintendent Richard Woods added, "The Georgia Works Alignment Grant will help us ensure graduates can pursue fulfilling, high-paying careers without having to leave home. The grants totaling $203,564 will go to school districts in Chatham, Clark, Clayton, Crisp, Effingham, Fulton, Harris, Jackson, Murray, Muskogee, Oconee, Peach, Tattnall, and White counties. Grant funds were awarded through a competitive allocation process with a maximum of $15,000 in funding going to each district." Now it's time to get a look at the Humane Society Northwest Georgia's Pet of the Week. Meet Rocky, an adorable 24-pound miniature Pinscher/Manchester Terrier mix. Rocky is described as being an active and happy little guy who loves his shelter buddies. Rocky will settle in nicely to a home and would love to spend all of his time with his new family. He is housebroken and will need a home with a fenced-in yard. Come visit Rocky and other available animals searching for their forever homes during adoption hours on Fridays from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Humane Society of Northwest Georgia is located at 1210 Veterans Drive in Dalton. If you'd like to add a cat or dog to your family, you can visit hsnwga.org to apply. When we return, I'll share some state news. Welcome back to State News. 4 men have been indicted on charges related to the tragic murder of a 3-year-old toddler. The gang-related shooting occurred on March 8th 3-year-old Chiron Santino Zarco Smith and his 9-year-old brother were watching cartoons when a bullet came through their home at the Hallmark Mobile Home Park located on Spring Valley Road in Athens. The bullet struck the boy in the chest, resulting in his death. His brother was also injured during the shooting. The suspects, Julian Kubilos, age 17, Jaden Brown, age 16, Dacius Eccles, age 18, and Desmontres Mathis, age 22, are believed to be members of a local game known as EBE, or Everybody Eats. Authorities say the men traveled to the mobile home park with the intent to target a rival gang and to maintain and increase their status with the EBE. They were arrested last month and are charged with malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, and violation of the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. The violence that's taken place in Athens, Clarke County is unacceptable, and the entire community deserves better, said Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr. We have established a strong partnership with ACCPD, and we will continue to work together to combat gang activity in our state, Carr stated. Since its creation in 2022, Carr's Gang Prosecution Unit has partnered with the Athens-Clarke County Police Department to indict 21 individuals. Carr's office said in a press release, many of these cases are believed to involve the ongoing conflict between the EBE and RTG, the Red Tape Gang. 5 shootings have taken place in Athens since 2022. Smith's death is a tragedy for those in Athens-Clarke community. Just days after the shooting, hundreds of community members gathered for a balloon release in honor of Chiron, wearing baby blue shirts featuring his nickname, Baby Dro. Carr said Chiron's death is a tragedy that should have never occurred. We're committed to ensuring those responsible are held fully accountable for their actions, he stated in a news statement. Boeing has launched NASA astronauts for the first time after several years of disappointing delays. 2 NASA test pilots blasted off aboard Boeing's Starliner capsule for the International Space Station on Wednesday. They are the first to fly the new spacecraft. The astronauts lifted off at 10:52 a.m. on Wednesday. The flight is expected to take 25 hours with an arrival today. The astronauts will spend about a week at the orbiting lab before climbing back into the Starliner for a touchdown in the western U.S. on June 14th. Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams are described as bold for the historic test flight, according to NASA Administrator Bill Nelson. Boeing's Starliner marks a new chapter of American exploration. Human spaceflight is a daring task, but that's why it's worth doing. It's an exciting time for NASA, our commercial partners, and the future of exploration. Go Starliner, go Butch and Sonny. Nelson said, despite some issues leading up to the launch, everything went smoothly before and during takeoff. Let's get going, Wilmore called out just before liftoff. Launch controllers at Cape Canaveral stood and cheered as the countdown began to take place. Wilmore and Williams are both retired Navy captains and former space station residents. Wilmore is the commander for the mission and has over 178 hours in space under his belt. Williams will serve as the spacecraft pilot for the test flight. She has logged more than 3,000 flight hours in over 30 different aircrafts. The 2 astronauts will help verify that the spacecraft is performing as intended by testing the environmental control system, the displays and control system, and by maneuvering the thrusters, among other tests during their flight. After a safe arrival at the space station, Wilmore and Williams will then join Expedition 71's crew of NASA astronauts. Mission coverage will continue on NASA television channels throughout Starliner's flight and will resume on NASA Plus prior to docking. When we return, Shane Franks will share WDNN's community calendar. But first, here are the obituaries.
Welcome back. It's time for WDNN's Community Calendar. Here are some things that are going on in your neck of the woods. The Creative Arts Guild, located at 520 West Wall Street, will host a workshop titled Expressive Painting in Acrylics with Bradley Wilson on Friday, June 12th from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. In this course, students will practice the methods of expressive acrylic painting while exploring a variety of subject matter and receiving instructor feedback on work. Sorry, this class is not suitable for beginners. Approaching painting as play will be emphasized while also focusing on solid technique and other important skills. Students will also be given monthly challenges for painting projects to work on at home and bring in for critique. Students must provide their own materials. You must register for each workshop that you would like to attend, and it's $40 per workshop. For more information, visit www.creativeartsguild.org, the Guild's Facebook page, or call 706-278-0168 today. The Creative Arts Guild Gallery opening and artist reception for June will be Friday, June 7th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at 520 West Wall Street in Dalton. The event is family friendly and open to all with free admission. It's the first opportunity for the public to view and purchase from their latest exhibits and speak with artist curators. Refreshments will also be available, and as well an arts-focused activity for kids in attendance. Their galleries are also open to the public with free admission during our normal operating hours. For more information, call 706-278-0168 or visit www.creativeartsguild.org. T.G. Shepherd and Kelly Lang will be performing at the GEM Theater on Saturday, June 15th at 7 p.m., located at 114 North Wall Street. With 21 #1 hit singles and ranked among the top 100 country artists, singer-songwriter T.G. Shepherd has a passion for music that makes his concerts a must-see experience. After a brief stint as a record promoter, Shepherd returned to his performing roots in the 1970s and released his first hit, Devil in the Bottle. Since the 1990s, Shepherd has been touring, bringing his unceasing energy and talent to the stage. Joining him on stage will be his wife, singer and songwriter Kelly Lang. Known for her extensive career in music, writing songs for artists including Lori Morgan, Ricky Skaggs, and more. Tickets are $45 to $50 with reserved seating recommended. To purchase tickets or to learn more, go to calhoungmtheater.org today. If you would like to submit information on your event for North Georgia's News Now community calendar, send us an email at info@wdnntv.com. And that's it for this edition of North Georgia News Now. Be sure to visit us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And as always, thanks for watching. God bless.